I just remember feeling this massive sense of despair. And my entire life and all of that unique power that's in you, that comes from your DNA, that comes from your life experiences, that comes from everything that you've learned in your life, situational intelligence, all of that, when it speaks to you and tells you to move, to speak, to take some form of action, you only got 5 seconds to move before your mind will talk you out of it.
You have to go dark. What I mean by that is you have to be quiet in your mind. Get away from people. We love being around people. We love talking. We love parties. We love all that shit. It's okay to be alone. It's also okay to be unhappy. It's okay to be unhappy sometimes, man. It's okay to say, you know what, man, I'm fucked up. So you gotta go to the truth first. Who are you? Get really accountable and say, okay, who am I? What's the truth about me? Get to that dark place in your mind. Figure out, it may take months, it may take years. Figure out your purpose. Figure out what you want to be in life. And then from there, okay, I have my purpose. It may take a long time. No one knows their purpose because it's too loud.
Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful. You have to decide if you are willing to do the things to put you in that category. Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
There's always a blockade. There's a barrier in your brain. There's a barrier. You got to find out what kind of removes that barrier from your brain. And the world puts a lot of this shit in your mind. It's not just you. Yeah, you help it. And my whole thing is about, I had to develop a mindset that was indestructible. I had to armor plate my mind. Your brain says, we're done. Let's roll, man. This is starting to get painful. This is uncomfortable. So you sit down. Okay, we're done. We're not good enough. It starts telling you all these things. You start to believe it. Because the mind controls all. This is the time when you have to gain control back in your mind. And once you start giving yourself more and more hope and start realizing, okay, the mind starts to be, okay, what are you doing? We're supposed to be going right and you're going left. You start then controlling your mind. Start finding more in yourself. And then it goes from 40% to a lot further than that. But that's the start of it though. Get to the spot where your mind is saying stop. Wherever that is, you gotta get there first. And then that's when that shit starts to work for you. You gotta control yourself in that moment.
You want to hold a vision of where you're going and what you want out of life. Most people are just trying to get through life. You want to have a mindset of what you want to get out of life. What is it that people compliment you for? What is it that comes to you naturally? What is it that you can do it and it's no big deal, but you do it well? What do you want to do with your life? People are rethinking their lives. What do you look like? What does your life look like? How do you want to do life after this? To stay focused on some goal, some skill that we can develop, something that we want to do, some impact we want to make with our lives.
So every single day, I want you to measure yourself. And I want you to be honest, right? And here's the thing. We're so narcissistic that you measuring yourself on your own measurement, it don't work. Like you can't say, you can't say, I don't feel like I gained weight today. And if you measure on a real measurement, you're gonna know if you're growing or not. It is what it is. You run a mile and you clock it, it's gonna tell you. So a lot of y'all at the same place you were last year because you keep measuring you. You keep measuring yourself and you sweet to yourself. So I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to have an accountability partner who could be real with you and get a real one. Don't play games with it, all right? All right, so here's the last one I need you to do. This is gonna take you a long time, right? So I want you to do it every 30 days. I want you to come back and ask yourself in turn, look, first I need you to master you. And what happens when you don't master something? You go back. I told you I was just at the school system and I saw teachers who loved the work I do. They were talking about how great it was and they were in front of people and they wanted to make me look good, but I saw them get stuck. They was like, we don't want to betray Eric, but we got to tell the truth. And the truth is we did what you told us to do, E, but after 3 or 4 weeks, we got stuck. And then I realized, I do what I do so naturally. And because I didn't really do the school thing, I never document what I do. And there's some people that can't observe. When you come from the streets, you have to watch and you have to repeat.